Welcome to Sunday, guys. We have a look at something and then we'll look at your comments. So yeah, keep them clean in that comment section, guys. And yeah, some of the good comments, and not all of the good comments, some get pinned, some get lots of likes, and some get mentioned on today's video, Sunday's chat and comment video. Let's get on with Jagmeet Singh. And will he ever vote no confidence? Well, according to Jagmeet Singh, he's just avoiding that question like the plague. Yeah, he just will not. He will not answer that question. He won't answer it. He even comes across and says, "We're going to do what's best for Canadians," but they ain't. No, because a no confidence vote is what's best for Canadians. So here he is, before a question time last week, just spieling out his. He got a few questions, but he's not answering the no confidence thing. He won't do it.
With that, I'm ready for any questions you might have.
Mr. Singh, one thing you didn't mention is the block motion. Where are you at with that?
We've long supported the idea of increasing pensions for seniors. In fact, we ran on that in our platform. We said that seniors in our country should be able to live with dignity and respect. And right now, if you combine what people are getting on CPP, OAS, and GIS, it is simply not enough to live. And so we, of course, support increasing the supports for seniors. They should be able to retire with dignity.
So you are voting in favor of the motion, just to be clear?
That's correct.
And just what is it going to take for the NDP to vote non-confidence in this government?
We will look at every vote that comes before us and make a decision based on what's in the best interest of Canadians.
What's the line, though? Is there a red line?
We'll look at each vote as it comes.
If the Bloc pulls its support from the government over this pension OAS issue, are you going to prop up the government if they pull their support?
We're going to look at each vote. So it depends on what the vote is. It depends on what the motion is. And we'll make a determination based on each vote as it comes to us.
What about introducing your own motion? What about introducing your own motion? You will have an opposition day. The Conservatives have used theirs for a vote for non-confidence. The Bloc now may pull their support. Will you introduce a motion of non-confidence at the earliest opportunity?
We will be introducing an opposition day motion, and we'll let you know what that motion is going to be about.
So what do you think? Do you think it's going to be down to the Bloc at the end of October to vote no confidence in Trudeau when they don't get the full, I know they voted last week, but the full time needed to get this pension thing into shape for the Quebec people? Just Quebec, not Canada. The Bloc isn't for Canada, is it really? It's a separatist party for Quebec only. So yeah, why they have any influence, or why they have influence on the rest of Canada, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't get it. Well, you know, if you've lived here a lot longer than me, what do you think about Quebec? Do you think it's do you think they should go separate? I know Scotland once wanted to do it from England, and English people said, go on then, fine, but they never did it. Is Canadians the same with Quebec? Do they hate Quebec as much as, well, we don't hate Scotland, but there's always been a camaraderie between England and Scotland, and I suspect it's the same between the rest of Canada and Quebec. But I'd like to hear from you guys, and, you know, just put me right on that one. Anyway, let's get on with the comments.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Oh my gosh!
And yep, that's my new to me Ford on the back of a flatbed when the serpentine belt went. So I had to do that over the weekend, fit a new serpentine belt, which was bruised all my arm getting down there. It was, yeah, a bit of a tricky job. I don't have the serpentine belt tool, although I do now, because I had to change another one just the day after when the alternator went on the wife's CRV. So that's the car I used to do my videos in. So yeah, what a bad weekend that one was. Anyway, it's lucky it didn't break down when it was in Ottawa or Quebec. Anyway, we'll do the comments now. So let's get on with those comments. You got your coffees ready? Oh, I can't start the day without a coffee, mate. Or two. Or a flask full. Warning from the next PM. Don't F with Canada when I'm in charge. And all right, he didn't say F, but yeah, he did say don't mess with Canada. And this was part two of a two-part thing. The first one was how Pierre will fix Canada. How will Pierre Poilievre fix Canada? Exclusive radio interview. So I did the first part of the interview, and most of that was about normal, regular, everyday Canadian politics. The second one, the warning one, was it was about a certain war going on in the Middle East. And I thought YouTube would suppress that video because it's about the Middle East, but they didn't. And yeah, it blew up a little bit for this little channel. It blew up. Gibb said,
"Thank you, Pierre, and your colleagues for fighting for Canadians."
yeah, he's on record by saying that he wants good things for Canadians. Wayne said,
"I wouldn't use the word leader and Trudeau in the same sentence. As a philosopher once said, I would rather have my army of sheep led by a lion than an army of lions led by a sheep."
who said that? Anyone know who said that? Which philosopher was that? Steve says,
"We need a new government. Our country has been decimated."
yeah, it's really pushing people down into the weeds at the moment, is Trudeau, and at the same time making him and his buddies, well, we'll just touch on that at the end, but making him and his buddies super rich. Deeger said,
"Here's hoping for a Christmas election and government going to jail for their crimes."
yeah, really? Go to jail? I don't think so. No, I don't think they'll. I personally think that they'll all get hired by the WEF and the what's the other one? Keep forgetting the name of it. The UN. December Gem said,
"Mr. Poilievre doesn't need to hold on for his pension. He was eligible for it quite a while ago, and I am looking forward to what he will do as PM."
yeah, not like Singh, who we've just been looking at, who is like, I want to do what's good for Canadians. No, I don't think that's not what Canadians think you want to do. Canadians aren't stupid, you know. My opinion, 4920.
"Pierre will be a good Prime Minister. He knows the difference between right and wrong. Never back down, Pierre, on what is right. The people are behind you."
Yeah, 80% of the people are behind him. 80%. Moon Observer.
"Pierre Poilievre better stand tall when elected. We do not need flip-floppers as PM of Canada. WEF can go to hell."
Yeah, flip-floppers. I think Doug Ford is a bit of a flip-flopper, but he flips and flops when people say, "Oh, you shouldn't have done that. I'd rather you do this." Or, "You shouldn't have done that. I'd rather you do this." And he goes, is it flip-flopping or is it listening to the people? Like, I'd like Trudeau to flip-flop on the carbon tax and say, you know what, I've listened to people. I understand your troubles, the money troubles and everything. I understand that it's affecting food, it's affecting heat. We've got winter coming again. There's another raise coming in on April Fool's Day next year. I'm going to flip-flop on that and I'm going to cancel it. But if he cancelled that would throw a whole big stick into the works, wouldn't it, really? So yeah, don't cancel it just yet. Just keep on going the track you're going and you'll end up with no party status. That's what I think. Tom McDonald. I'm reading, this is the reading thing today. Tom McDonald.
"Election now. Enough is enough. Pierre Poilievre for Prime Minister now."
Yeah, all this thing about, Canadians aren't ready for an election. It's BS, isn't it? Brian said,
"As much as I appreciate Poilievre saying he would retaliate, my question is, with what? Sadly, that's pretty much all we got. Our military doesn't even have enough ammo to train properly, or ships, subs, tanks, etc. But even if we did have the military might, I don't think Trudeau would protect us. But it's nice to know Poilievre would."
I think it is, Brian. I think it's nice to know that he, even if he can't, that's what he would want to do. Moose said,
"Finally, we get another Prime Minister who drinks wholesome milk and is the real thing."
yeah, a Prime Minister who wants good things for Canadians. That's all we really want. Less government. We don't want to wake up every morning and find another restriction laid upon citizens of Canada, do we? Randy said,
Trudeau would wave a rainbow flag."
some people said he would wave a white flag, and he put that in. I thought that was quite funny. Krusty Canuck said,
"Trudeau would run or join the other side looking for a job."
that's what I said. I think he'll go and he'll run to the WEF, him and Freeland, and I think they've already lined up their job there as unelected officials on the WEF. Don't forget to tune in to Krusty. He's got a really good video just out this week about the BS going down in the House, and about Gould and the way that she's disrespecting Canadians, I would say. Linda Watson said,
Trudeau has Canada crumbling and runs off to France. Let's see how much money he gives to preserve the French language.
yeah, he's gone to France, hasn't he? Has anyone? He's not been in the house, has he? He's not been at question time. I just say he's hiding. He really is. He's getting everybody else to answer the more difficult questions, and the guy's just hiding. Jason said,
I think we should stay out of other countries' affairs and start worrying about what's going on with Canada. But yes, I completely agree with him. Is Canada under attack? You damn well be sure that I would retaliate as well.
yeah, we would. And yeah, that's what I was saying. I wasn't too interested in what he was thinking about other countries. I don't think we should be sending, well, you know, what I think doesn't really matter. But let's concentrate on Canada and Canadian things and what goes on in Canada. Schwag said,
Pierre is a leader. Trudy is a part-time drama teacher born with a silver spoon in his mouth.
that is 100% exactly what I was saying. He's like, the difference between Trudeau and Pierre is that Pierre has actually seen struggles. He's been through struggles as a kid. Trudeau's never seen a struggle. He's never had to struggle for anything in his life, and I think that shows now in his leadership. Well, not leadership, non-leadership. I think that shows. I think that the fact that he just thinks that throwing money at everything is the way to fix things, it's not. It really isn't. I just want to finish off this Sunday with a comment that was on this video here. What are you hiding? Parliament frozen. Why are the Trudeau Liberals covering up this massive scandal? Alison Taylor dropped a great comment on this.
He will prorogue Parliament, so this goes away. All these loser Liberal MPs get pensions too in October, as do Conservative MPs. That is why they won't call an election before October, and 85% of those Libs MPs will lose their seats. So they are the pension sellouts too.
Not just Singh, but the whole lot of them who are waiting to grab these pensions at the end of October. I think, Alison, you put over a good point there, that there is something for them to hold on to. That's if they can hold on to it. It just depends how deep this scandal goes and whether they do actually feel any remorse whatsoever. But we'll see over the next few weeks. I'm going to be, same as you, we'll be watching Northern Perspective. Keep an eye on that, and we'll keep an eye on what's going on in the House in question time. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Because this green slush fund scandal could just blow up huge, massive. Let's see what happens over the next few weeks, Alison, and then guys, and then yeah, let's reevaluate every Sunday. So let's reevaluate this every week and see where we're at. Anyway, till next time, guys.